The bright stadium lights filled the night sky as more than 50,000 fans stood on their feet. Every seat was packed. Every camera pointed toward one player. He wasn't just another baseball player. He had become the face of a generation. Children copied his swing. Fans proudly wore his jersey. Commentators called him one of baseball's brightest stars. Every time he stepped onto the field, excitement spread through the stadium. His powerful bat could change a game with one swing. His determination inspired millions around the world. But success didn't come overnight. Years earlier, he was just another young athlete chasing an impossible dream. While others rested, he trained before sunrise. While friends enjoyed weekends, he practiced for hours. Every failure became another lesson. Every setback made him stronger. His dedication finally earned him a place in Major League Baseball. Soon, records began to fall. Crowds grew larger. Television ratings climbed. His name appeared on magazine covers across America. Sports analysts predicted an unforgettable future. Everything seemed perfect. But professional sports can change in a single second. One unexpected moment, one painful step, one heartbreaking injury can change everything forever. And that terrifying moment was only days away. The stadium was louder than ever. More than 45,000 fans were on their feet. Millions more watched live across America. It was the biggest game of the season. The score was tied. 2 outs. The pressure couldn't have been higher. Every camera focused on the team's biggest star. The crowd began chanting his name. He stepped into the batter's box with complete confidence. His teammates believed he would deliver another unforgettable moment. The pitcher took a deep breath. The first pitch. Strike one. The second pitch. A powerful swing. The ball exploded off the bat. It raced deep into the outfield. The crowd erupted. The superstar sprinted toward first base. Then second. He pushed harder, determined to stretch the hit. But in one terrifying instant, everything changed. His foot landed awkwardly. His knee twisted. He collapsed onto the dirt. The stadium suddenly fell silent. No cheers. No celebration. Only shock. His helmet rolled across the infield. Teammates rushed toward him. The team doctor sprinted onto the field. Fans covered their mouths in disbelief. Some couldn't even watch. The television commentators stopped talking for several seconds. Nobody expected what they had just witnessed. The player who looked unstoppable only moments earlier now couldn't even stand. Pain covered his face. He tried to get up, but his leg gave out again. The medical staff carefully helped him onto a cart. As he was driven off the field, thousands of fans stood and applauded. Many were already afraid they had seen the final game of his career. Within minutes, social media exploded. Sports networks interrupted their regular programming. Breaking news. One question appeared everywhere. Is his career over? Doctors would soon deliver devastating news. A recovery that could take months, or perhaps much longer. For the first time in years, the greatest star in baseball had absolutely no idea if he would ever play again. The next morning, the stadium was empty. The roaring crowds were gone. The flashing cameras had disappeared. For the first time in years, the superstar woke up without preparing for a baseball game. Instead, he was heading to a hospital. Doctors carefully examined the injury. After hours of scans and tests, they finally returned with the results. The room became silent. The injury was severe. Recovery would take months. There was no guarantee he would ever return to the same level again. Those words hit harder than any fastball. For an athlete who had dedicated his entire life to baseball, it felt like losing part of his identity. Studio microphone scene 4. The critics speak. Within hours, sports talk shows exploded. Every major network had the same question. Is this the end? Some analysts believed another player would replace him. Others claimed baseball had already seen his best years. Social media became divided. Some fans believed he would return stronger. Others said his career was over forever. Every headline seemed more painful than the last. The end of a superstar? Can he ever come back? Baseball will move on without him. He read every headline. He heard every criticism. But instead of responding, he stayed silent. Every morning began before sunrise. Not at a baseball stadium, but inside a rehabilitation center. His first challenge wasn't hitting home runs. It wasn't throwing fastballs. It was learning to walk without pain. Every small movement hurt. Every exercise pushed his body to its limit. Some days he improved. Other days the pain returned. There were moments when frustration almost defeated him. But he never stopped. While the world watched new stars rise, he kept working in silence. No cameras. No interviews. No applause. Only determination. His trainers watched something remarkable. Every week, he became stronger. Every month, his confidence returned. The comeback that everyone thought was impossible had quietly begun. Yet the hardest challenge was still waiting. Returning to Major League Baseball would require more than physical strength. He would have to prove himself all over again. And the entire baseball world would be watching.